Organizational designs are known by many names and are constantly evolving in response to changes in the way work is done. We will begin with 4 common organizational frameworks: the simple structure, the functional structure, the divisional structure, and the matrix structure. Let's get started. The simple structure is characterized by a low degree of departmentalization, wide spans of control, authority centralized in a single person, and little formalization. It's a flat organization. It usually has 2 or 3 vertical levels, a loose body of employees, and 1 individual with decision-making authority. Most companies start as a simple structure, and many innovative technology-based firms with short lifespans, like cell phone app development firms, remain compact by design. And this figure is an organization chart for a retail men's store owned and managed by Jack Gold. Jack employs 5 full-time salespeople, a cashier, and extra worker for weekends and holidays, but he runs the show. Though this is typical for small business, in times of crisis, large companies often simplify their structures as a means of focusing their resources. The strength of the simple structure lies in its simplicity. It's fast, flexible, and inexpensive to operate, and accountability is clear. One major weakness is that it becomes increasingly inadequate as the organization grows. Because its low formalization and high centralization tend to create information overload at the top, decision-making typically becomes slower as the single executive tries to continue doing it all. Another weakness that is risky. Everything depends on one person, and illness at the top can literally hurt the organization's information and decision-making capabilities. The functional structure groups employees by their similar specialties, roles, and tasks. An organization organized into production, marketing, human resource, and accounting departments is an example. Many large organizations utilize this structure. Also, this is evolving to allow for quick changes in response to business opportunities. Still, there are advantages, including that the functional structure allows specialists to become experts more easily than if they work in diversified units. Employees can also be motivated by a clear career path to the top of the organization chart, specific to their specialties. The functional structure works well if the organization is focused on one product or service. Unfortunately, it creates rigid, formal communications because the hierarchy dictates the communication protocol. Coordination among many units is a problem, and infighting in units and between units can lead to reduced motivation. The divisional structure groups employees into units by product, service, customer, or geographical market area. It's highly departmentalized. Sometimes this structure is known as the type of division structure it uses: product or service organizational structure. Like units for cat food, dog food, and bird food that report to an animal food producer, customer organizational culture, or geographic organizational structure. The divisional structure has the opposite benefits and disadvantages of the functional structure. It facilitates coordination in units to achieve on-time completion, budget targets, and development and introduction of new products to market. While addressing the specific concern of each unit, it provides clear responsibility for all activities related to a product, but with duplication of functions and cost. Sometimes this is helpful, say when the organization has a unit in Spain and another in China, very different markets, and a marketing strategy is needed for a new product. Marketing experts in both places can incorporate the appropriate cultural perspectives into their region's marketing campaign. However, the organization's marketing function employees in two places may represent an increased cost in doing basically the same tasks in two different countries. The matrix structure combines the functional and the product structures, and we find it in advertising agencies, construction companies, hospitals, government agencies, universities, management consulting firms, and entertainment companies. Companies that use matrix-like structures include BMW, IBM, and PG. The most obvious structural characteristic of the matrix is that it breaks the unit of command concept. Employees in the matrix have two bosses, their functional department manager and their product manager. And this table shows how the matrix for a College of Business Administration, the academic departments of accounting, design, and information systems, marketing, and so forth, or functional units. Overlaid on them are specific programs. Thus, members in a matrix structure have a dual chain of command to their functional department and to their program groups. A professor of accounting teaching an undergraduate course may report to the director of undergraduate programs as well as to the chairperson of the accounting department. The strength of the matrix is its ability to facilitate coordination when the organization has a number of complex and interdependent activities. Direct and frequent contacts between different specialties in the matrix can let information permeate the organization and more quickly reach the people who need it. A matrix also achieves economies of scale and facilitates the allocation of specialists by both providing the best resources and ensuring they are efficiently used. The major disadvantages of the matrix lie in the confusion it creates, its tendency to foster power struggles, and the stress it places on individuals. For individuals who desire security and absence from ambiguity, this work climate can be stressful. Reporting to more than one boss introduces role conflict, and unclear expectations introduce role ambiguity. Without the unity of command concept, ambiguity about who reports to whom is significantly increased and often leads to conflict and power struggles between functional and product managers. In this lecture, we have introduced 4 common organizational designs: the simple structure, the functional structure, the divisional structure, and the matrix structure. We also discuss the advantages as well as disadvantages of each design. In the next lecture, we will talk about why do organizational structures differ. That's all for this lecture. See you next time.